This is BBC News. We're interrupting our schedules for the following announcement. Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
By the power of Ra.
You're listening to HauntsRUs, podcast that's haunted on Maine. I'm your host, Cheeb, and tonight I'm joined by our two co-hosts, Gato and Squishy. Introduce yourselves, folks.
Hello. I'm Gato, and I like Chucky, even though I think if it would come down to it, one-on-one, I would mop him single-handedly. Like, if it's bare-knuckle boxing, I think I got him. Just saying.
All right, Ale, how well do you think you would do in a fist fight against Chucky? No weapons.
Oh, I was actually gonna, say the opposite of what Gato said. I actually loved Chucky, when I was younger and I would watch the movies. I would really, really badly want a doll of Chucky and to just hang out with it. Because I loved him so much.
Oh my god. You're gonna love it's just called Child's Play, but me and my husband call it Chucky Get iPad.
Yeah.
Is the Child's Play where what is it? It was one of the newer ones where it's like Chucky, but he's like a Furby more that connects to your that has like AI intelligence. I thought it was an okay movie. A lot of people in the Chucky community don't like it because the thing about Chucky is that it kind of has like this sort of like legacy, because there's a lot of legacy actors and like legacy cruise people that have worked in like every single Chucky. So there's like there's a consistency throughout like the whole franchise where it's made by like the same people. And since that one was like deviated from that, like a lot of Chucky fans reject it.
Yeah.
I thought it was alright. I liked it. I liked that interpretation of Chucky, like an AI Chucky that like kills people because he doesn't want them to be friends with like his bestie. I mean, isn't that the dream?
Right. I remember I remember seeing it a long time ago as well. What's it called? Yeah. It actually it did go away from the actual story, but I still enjoyed it for what it was, only because if he was his toy and he could kill he killed the bully.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, just bring it on. Anyone who does this child dirty, just fuck him up.
Yeah,
get
man,
him.
that's my bestie. That's just what besties do.
Yeah, they want to protect you, yeah. Even if it's, by killing... Bruh, he got the cat.
He did get the fucking cat.
I was like, no!
Bro, why does Chucky always get the fucking cat?
He does get the cat, and I'm like, dang. Why? Why the cat?
Yeah, man, the cat didn't do anything. It's because the animals always notice first, dude. He has to take him out first.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
The animals always suffer in all these movies. Then I close my eyes.
When I close my eyes, I don't hear you say, that's not how the song goes. Anyways, edit that out.
No.
Oh. But yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
So yeah, tonight we are talking about the Chucky series. It's just called Chucky. It's great. I really liked it. You guys watched it also. What did you guys think about the show?
I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I loved it.
I loved it too. So yeah, this episode we're talking about Chucky the series. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel. Hold on. I gotta research my joke for just a second. Hold on, I forgot to research my joke.
You gotta get Jester right.
Alright. Alright, so the joke I was gonna make is that this series was, and like I was talking before about like it, like people really liking the legacy actors, and the original director came back to make this series, Don Mancini, inheritor of the Mancini Sleep World fortune. That's not true, by the way. I have no idea if he's the inheritor of the Mancini Sleep World fortune. If you're from the Bay Area, it's just like a furniture store that's like in every corner. But yeah, it's definitely a return to form. One of the things that's really cool about Don Mancini is that he's an openly gay director. And the way I would describe this show is that it's like a queer coming of age story, but like Chucky is there, and I'm like all fucking for it.
He's hanging out.
Yeah. It's just these kids that are trying to live their lives, and then fucking Chucky is there, just making it worse.
But he's accepting them.
I know.
For who they are.
Yeah, man, he's not I'm not a monster, Jake. He says
he isn't.
Yeah, dude. Editor put in the audio clip of like Chucky saying that that he has a gender fluid kid, gender fluid, if you will, kid.
It's beautiful.
You have to say it with the Jersey accent, dude. So yeah, the show takes place in Chucky's Charles Lee Ray's hometown, and the main character is I don't remember the character's name.
You just said it.
I literally just said it. That was shitty podcast.
Oh my gosh, it's Jake Wheeler.
Yeah, I did. I was just like, I'm not a monster, Jake. And I
You literally just said it. Continue.
Yeah, but the main character is Jake. He happens to be a gay kid living with his dad. His mom's passed away because he's got like the classic Disney home movie setup. Not Disney home movie. He's got the classic Disney direct to, what are they called? The Disney Channel movies? Yeah, the Disney Channel movie setup where it's just him and his dad. His dad's a mechanic. He doesn't accept that he's gay, and he doesn't like that he does art. He does art with like doll parts and stuff, which is like it's very in theme.
Yeah. Kid's an artist.
Yeah. So kind of like the whole thing about this show is that Chucky is in this neighborhood and he meets Jake and like these other kids who happen to be like upper class. There's Lexi, and then there's Junior. Yeah, Lexi, Junior, and the love interest. What's the name of the love interest?
Devin? Yeah, Devin.
Yeah. So there are characters, and Chucky is just like, I guess his whole thing is that he wants to find like a protege or something.
Yeah.
Like he's coming up to these kids and he's trying to like convince them to like kill their parents and stuff, because he's just like, look, Jake, your dad's like a giant fucking homophobe. Wouldn't your life be better without him? That, or it'll be like it'd be like the Lexi was like the bully character. So what happens in the show is that Chucky kills Jake's dad by like electrocuting him. And then it's like, the thing that's like really weird about this scene, and that's kind of weird about like the whole series, is that there's like the series of like really like crazy tonal shifts of the show, which I think makes it great. I think some people might not like these crazy shifts in tone, but it's like Chucky kills Jake's dad, and then like Jake's life is kind of better afterwards. So it's like, oh dude, Chucky's a cool guy. He killed the homophobic dad, dude. Don't we all wish we could kill the homophobic dad? But then he goes and he lives with his cousin Junior and his family, who happen to be like upper class folks. Junior happens to be like a cross. His whole thing is that he's like a cross country athlete because his dad was like a big cross country athlete, and his dad is like trying to like live his youth through like his son. Like everyone's got these like fucking, how do you say, these Hallmark Channel ass like fucking origin stories where it's just like these kids, man, they're just growing up, and growing up is so hard, and they all have like their own struggles. And then Lexi, the bully character, she's like she has like a sister who's autistic, and like parents that don't pay attention to her because like all the attention goes towards like her special needs sister, and then she just like acts up like a bitch for attention and stuff. Like it's that sort of stuff, that sort of like level of writing that's like throughout the show. But then there's like fucking Chucky there, a living voodoo doll, a voodoo killer doll who's just hanging out in like a fucking Hallmark movie, just messing shit up, and that's the whole show, and I love it, dude.
Yeah. And he's just killing random characters that happen to appear near Jake, which people think that this kid is killing people around him.
Yeah, and then like the love interest, like his mom is a detective, and just in case you don't know, like, I don't know, one of the things that I really like about the Chucky franchise is that they always have like crazy cool set pieces. Like at the end of like each movie, there's like a crazy cool set piece where like Chucky gets defeated. Like when we look at the second movie, remember like the factory scene where like Chucky gets like his shit melted off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I always have like give like a lot of props to the set designers in the Chucky movies. But the thing that's like really funny about what's the name of the love interest? Devin? Yeah. The thing that's like really funny about Devin is like when you see his room, there's like all these like comic book detective posters that are like gigantic, and it's just like, dang, I wonder if this guy likes true crime. I wonder if he likes true crime. But yeah, I think Devin is...
Yeah, and he's a little podcast man, too.
Yeah, he has his own true crime podcast where I'm just like, oh, he's just like me.
Dang.
He's just like me, bro. But yeah, he's got like his true crime podcast. The thing that was really cool about this show is that the first 2 episodes were posted on YouTube. So that's how, like, a lot of people got to see it. And I think that was like a really good idea on behalf of like sci-fi, because that's how I watched it. And then I was just like, well, I'm not going to I think you could watch it on Peacock, but you got to pay for it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to pay for Peacock. It turns out that they have it at your local library. My library happens to have the DVD set of, like, the Chucky series.
That's so cool.
So, yeah. So, like, someone in the library staff was just like, yeah, this is cool. Let's put that in the catalog.
I love it.
And they were right. I love this show.
Let's document this. I'd like to do some research on Chucky.
Bro, they only have like Chucky Get iPad and Chucky the series at my library, and I'm just like, bro, I have the DVD collection of Chucky. I could give it to them, but then I won't have it.
You can't do that to yourself.
Why would I do that to myself?
Yeah.
The public doesn't deserve it. Only I deserve it.
Exactly.
But yeah. So yeah, I think the first 2 episodes are like really cool, because we get to establish who the characters are and like what they do and like what they kind of will do to deserve the scorn of our main character. For example, we have like Lexi, who's like this rich, her mom is like the mayor or something, and she's like super rich. She lives in like a historical home, and she is like Jake's, and she also like smokes a lot of weed. That's also like a pivotal part of her character, is that she just loves smoking weed, and she's like in middle school. What is that, like 13?
She's a child.
Yeah, that's a child. I don't know, man. I hear a bunch of folks tell me that they started doing that stuff like super young, and I'm just like, how? How does a child get access to that? They didn't have dispensaries then.
Another human was the dispenser.
Another human. Back then, you
Yeah.
just knew a guy.
Your dealer was dispensary.
Yeah, man. These days, you go to the dispensary and it's too fancy. I don't even know how to order shit off of there. I'm just like, just give me the weed, please. And they're just like, what kind? We got India and sativa. And I'm just like, I don't know what those things are.
There's flavors.
Yeah, there's flavors.
I don't want to partake in going and finding all that out. I'm just like, just go to a friend's house.
I'll just like play the gambling game. Just like whatever they give me, like that's fine.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'll just see it, just fuck around and find out.
Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah,
the thing-
it's interesting. And she's just a bully, but I don't know, it's weird.
But yeah,
brat.
what Lexi does is, and this was like really funny because like when I was watching the show, I thought that the whole plot was gonna be that they're trying to kill Lexi, and that was gonna be like the whole show or something. But essentially, what happens is that Lexi has a Halloween party, or she attends a Halloween party at like this other mansion, and she dresses up as like Jake's dead dad. And then, like, she makes a show of, like, faking getting electrocuted in front of, like, Jake and all of his friends. So that's how he gets the Jake's scorn, and, like, she comes off as, like, a total scumbag.
Yes.
And so I thought the whole show was, like, him and Chucky were gonna keep trying to kill Lexi, but they were gonna, like, I don't know, go through like a bunch of shenanigans where like they can't kill her because like Jake is like a first time killer and he keeps doing everything wrong. Because I thought that was the direction that was gonna happen. And then it's like they get her at like the third episode. Like in the third episode they make it seem like they killed Lexi, and then I was just like, okay, what the fuck else are we gonna do in this show if they killed Lexi already?
Yeah,
I
man,
was
they
just
had
like,
to keep
is
it
it-
twisted up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Chucky. You just gotta kill more people.
You just gotta kill more people.
Yeah.
So no, should we make this a spoiler free, or do you guys want to say spoilers?
If
No.
if
No.
it's spoiler free, it's not that it will be cut short, but we have to kind of like tiptoe around a lot of things.
All right. So I guess at this point of the podcast, we're gonna go into spoilers. So if you wanna check out the show, like check it out. It's on Peacock, but you have to pay a fee. They have like the DVDs at Walmart and stuff, so you could buy a DVD or you could like find it online somewhere. They took down the first 2 episodes from YouTube, unfortunately, so it is available on Peacock. And it is available on DVD if you guys want to check it out.
Do you know if
But
it's
yeah,
still
now we're
available
getting-
on Sci-Fi?
Is it still available on Sci-Fi?
I heard that it was. I'm not sure. And usually when I found out that it was on Sci-Fi, it was like, oh, if you have like a service, kind of like Xfinity, or well, here we have Cox.
You have Cox?
Cox, that's what it's called.
What?
I know.
Cox TV,
called-
bro? That shit's
Yeah.
gay.
It's called Cox. That's what
You're
our
watching
internet and cable providers called Cox. I'm like, no. But anyways, they said if you have like an internet provider, you can kind of just like log in from there and watch stuff on Sci-Fi.
Okay, then yeah, that's how you can watch it.
So hopefully,
Or through other methods. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
yeah, other methods that we will not speak of.
Yeah. So yeah, so essentially what happens is that I think Lexi has another party when like her parents are gone, and then I think what happens is that Lexi's little sister takes like a liking to Chucky, like Lexi and like Chucky just like really get along. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you.
I love it. Yeah, literally. We could be best friends. I want
Yeah.
I want a doll. If I just get $500 out of nowhere, I will buy that doll. I will.
And we're gonna be friends and we're gonna kill all of my enemies. It's the dream, dude.
It's the dream. I have no enemies. But it's the dream.
It's the dream, dude. But yeah. So what happens is like after all that happens with gosh, maybe I should have watched the show before doing the podcast.
Oh, in that episode, isn't it kind of like the cousin thinks that Lexi, the cousin's
Junior.
thinking, Junior's thinking that Lexi's like cheating on him, no? With like another kid that also attends the party where they're just dancing.
No, what happens is that Junior takes offense to it also because that's his uncle. And he's just like, bro, it's not okay that like you dressed up as like my dead uncle and like did that stunt.
Oh, I'm thinking of another party then, like.
No, but they do eventually break up. I remember that being a thing. The thing that's so funny is that it is absolutely just a teen drama, but Chucky is there and it's great.
My gosh. Yeah, like I saw it when it just came out, so that's why I'm like, there's things that are kind of like blurry, but I still remember a couple things from it.
But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was saying that Lexi has a party at her place while her parents are gone, and Jake gives the doll to Lexi because her little sister is like infatuated with it, and like she doesn't want to like do anything or like obey or anything unless she has the doll because she's on the spectrum, and so Jake gives Lexi Chucky so that way Chucky can kill her. And I assumed that was it. I'm just like, well, I guess Chucky's just gonna fucking kill her. Like, that's the end of the show, dude. What else are we gonna do for 10 more episodes?
Yeah, but that's the party though, I think. The one where they are dancing and yeah, Junior does tell Lexi to apologize to Jake. Mm-hmm. But because Chucky is at Lexi's home and they're having like this weird little thing going on, little rave party.
Yeah, they have like a rave party where they have the earphones on
kid.
so it's quiet.
Yeah, and he kills the kid.
Yeah,
the competition.
Yeah, so just like some random kid gets in the way of like Chucky killing Lexi, and he's just like, well, I guess I'll just stab this kid to death. And unfortunately, in this scene, the puppeteering is not the best. Because I remember I was watching it with Gato, and like, I don't know, man. He just looked like he was stirring macaroni with like his knife. He just wasn't feeling it in that scene.
Because it wasn't Lexi, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't Lexi. He's like, oh, I guess I'll kill this guy, and he's just like stabbing him like he's with like the same like Candace of like mixing macaroni. He just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, are you really gonna have the same passion of wanting to kill this bully with like just trying to kill someone that's getting in your way? Like, no.
Yeah.
He's on a mission.
Yeah, he's on a mission, and this guy's just in the way, and he's just going through the motions, you know?
Exactly. It's like, no, man.
Yeah, but eventually what happens is that Chucky ends up burning the house down because he spooks Lexi in her room while she's trying to smoke a blunt, and like the blunt ends up by the curtains and sets it on fire. Just classic stoner things, you know?
Yeah, it'd be like that.
And then through burning the house on fire, all of the kids like end up at the hospital because they were all, I don't know, they all got affected by the fire. And the thing that's like really funny is that the fire is spreading through the house, and like all the kids don't notice because they're too busy with their ear pods in.
Yeah, it's that meme. He can't hear me. His AirPods are in. I don't know how, but
Yeah.
teenagers,
They end up.
man.
And yeah, the set dressing of Chucky is interesting because, like, when I was watching with Gato, she was just like, this is like the gamer hospital because it was like a hospital that had like RGB lights in it and stuff.
Oh. I don't know, when you said gamer, I was thinking more of like a hospital in a game. And I was like, dang.
No, this hospital was like a gamer hospital. It had like the cool RGB lighting and a bunch of glass walls everywhere.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it,
But yeah.
but it'd be really cool.
Yeah, and from then on, that's where Jake tells Lexi that like Chucky is real and he's like killing people, and also his love interest finds out that Chucky is real, and that's when the story really starts. Is where all three of the kids. Well, Junior, I guess at this point he may or may not know that Chucky is real. It's not really clear, but we know that like eventually Junior, Jake's cousin, he does know that Chucky is real also, but like basically all of like the teenage protagonists, they know Chucky is real. So it doesn't become a thing where it's just like everyone's just like, who's killing all these people? Is it this guy? It can't. Is it this child that's always around this doll? Like, it's pretty like from then on, like the kids all know Chucky's real. That's already established. We could move on with the plot. You know?
I think Junior's still like, he was still hidden it, like keeping, he was still being kept in the dark about it. Because remember how like the kids would kind of just talk without him?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing with like his mom happened, and yeah, and like he kept wanting to talk, and even Lexi wouldn't tell him. So it was being weird for him, and he just started getting the rage. The rage.
Yeah, and then Chucky took advantage of it.
Yeah, he took advantage of that rage. And yeah, like I remember that after each episode, well, not after, but like some part in each episode, there would be flashbacks to when Chucky or Charles Lee Ray was a young boy.
Oh, those scenes are like crazy because
They are.
obviously it's not them. It's not Brad Dourif, and it's not oh gosh. I'm forgetting the name of the bride of Chucky, the fucking babe.
Oh,
What's her
Tiffany?
name? Yeah, it's not Brad Dourif and it's not Tiffany. So it's like these other actors and they're voiced over by the actors. And it's like a little bit weird at first, but it's just like, yeah, well, they can't play their younger versions of themselves because they're all like, they're like in their 60s and 70s at this point. So that's not going to pass. You know? But yeah, I really love those scenes because it's like, I feel right now the popular narrative trend is that... Is that your kitty?
I'm sorry.
Aww. It's like, mother.
Mother, pay attention to me.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It was great. I love kitties.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, I think the popular narrative trend right now is that people really like to have sympathetic villains. But we see these flashbacks with like young Chucky and Tiffany as like humans. And it's like, they just like killing, like, just indiscriminately. That's like their whole thing, is that they enjoy killing people. They enjoy killing people together, just for no real reason. You know, it's not like Chucky kills for a reason or anything. He just likes doing it. It's just his hobby, dude. Like, that's just...
Yeah.
Charles Lee Ray just likes killing people, and that's it, and that's great. Like, sometimes your villain doesn't need to be that deep, dude. Homie just likes to kill people.
You do. Like, I know we weren't gonna talk about the movies, but when he talks to his kid, his kid asks him, like, why do we kill people? And Chucky will respond with, it's a hobby, really.
Yeah, that's literally
I
where
love
I was
that
thinking
part.
about that. She's like, oh, it's kind of just a hobby. I love it. Dude, and the thing about this show, like, they didn't have to do this. They could have, like, said that this is, like, a new canon or, like, a reboot or anything. But, like, they really, like, shouted out all, like, the hardcore Chucky fans like us.
Yeah.
Because, like, they kept the lore. They're just like, yeah, Chucky kills for fun. It's his hobby. Like, Tiffany is here. They talk about Glenn or Glenda, which is Chucky's Chucky's, what is it? Gender fluid kid. Like, that's all in there. Like, all of the
Yeah.
stuff from the original movies, they do callbacks to. And, like, I super appreciate it because I'm like the hardest Chucky stan out there. And I know that there's like this big community of like people who are also like hardcore Chucky stans who probably saw that and they're just like, yes, finally.
Yeah, exactly. Like, everything that, like, it just goes back to is great. And it just, a lot of it doesn't line up, though, with, obviously, like, the movies, but that's okay. Because do we really, like, do some of us really pay attention to it? No. And it sucks that, like, some of the lines are, like, messed up, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's
like, they're
you're
doing
looking
their
back
best.
at like 20 years of continuity. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. It's not gonna be all the way there, but it's
But
supposed
it's
like
good.
some essential viewing for people who have like dropped off like the Chucky train. Like, if your last movie was Seed of Chucky, you should probably check out, what is it, Cult of Chucky?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have, like, this series is, like, a continuation of, like, the last two Chucky movies, which I don't know, I don't know if they had theatrical releases or anything. The only reason I watched them was because they were in, like, a Chucky DVD bundle that I found at Walmart.
Oh.
But it's like the Cult of Chucky, and then there's
The Curse
another
of
one.
Chucky.
Yeah, Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky. Those are essential viewings for the show.
Yeah, especially for, like, a lot of them looking back into, like, oh, what happened? And especially because in the later episodes, one of the main characters comes back, and she's there to help Chucky and Tiffany against her will.
yeah, one of the characters who happens to be, I think, Brad Dourif's daughter is the person that plays that act, which is so cool because it's like, oh, the Chucky franchise is like this fucking family affair. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Chucky's cool. I feel like this show was like, you know how like people make the joke on like Netflix that like they make shows based on like algorithms. They're just like, well, people are watching this and they're watching this, so we're gonna make a show that has all of this and that. I feel like this is my algorithm generated show. Like, it's just like, all right, what is Cheeb from HauntsRUs like? She likes queer stories. She likes practical effects in horror films. And she loves Chucky, so we're going to make this one show specifically for her and her only. And I'm just like, bro, I feel so fucking seen right now, dude. And speaking about like callbacks to the original series, the actors who played like Andy, you know, the little kid from like the first two movies.
Yeah.
I mean, and the third one. I didn't like the third one as much, but this isn't a Chucky retrospective. But Andy and Christine was in the second movie. She was the older sister character for Andy when she got into the foster home. Those two characters make a comeback.
Yep.
When like it's super cool because it's great that they're trying to like keep up with the lore. But I'm pretty sure, like, these actors haven't acted... I mean, I'm sorry. I don't like to say mean things about, like, media or actors for, like, the sake of being mean. Because that's not the type of person I am. Because, like, I know that, like, shows and shit, like, they take a lot of work to make. And it's not an easy thing to do. But these two actors, I don't think they've acted since they were children, dude. They're not great. Yeah, because Andy and Christine, their role in the show is that they're like supernatural. Remember the show Supernatural?
Yeah.
So that's them. They're two siblings in a car, like following Chucky and making sure he doesn't like kill people. Like that's like their whole thing. Like they try to find where Chucky is next, and they try to kill him before he kills the families. And like when the main characters interact with Andy or Christine, it's usually over the phone. And like the thing about Andy and Christy is like, as I was saying, like tonally, like it's just Andy and Christy are like feel like they're from a completely different show, but I mean so do Chucky and Tiffany, and we'll talk about that. But like whenever Andy talks to like the main characters in the show, they're always like saying like one-liners and stuff. It's like they're very like they have like a very action movie sort of like phrasing to their lines, which doesn't like line up with like anything that's happening in the show at the moment, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, man, and like these kid actors are like amazing. They're like great. I feel like they're like putting the performance of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're extremely believable, these kids.
Yeah.
And then
great.
like they're talking to some guy who's just like, hey, you better watch out.
They should though.
I know.
They gotta watch out. Can't mess with Chucky.
Yeah, man. It's just their line delivery and their way of acting is so like different from everyone else's, because they seem like they're from a completely different show. But it feels like Chucky and Tiffany are like also from a completely different show, and they're trying to overtake this like queer coming of age story. Yeah. You know? I don't know. I think it's great. I really appreciated that they brought back Andy and Christine. Yeah. They kind of make the plot a little bit goofy, I feel, but I mean, so does Chucky. Every time, like, Tiffany, like, her human version shows up on screen, it's always after, like, a really dark, melodramatic moment, and then her goofy ass shows up.
Yeah, and just being so dramatic, and it's great.
I know.
That's Tiffany for you. Just... She's great.
Yeah, Gato, you were telling me about, like, your favorite scene in Chucky. It was just, like, your absolute favorite scene in Chucky where the one Latina character dies.
Oh. That's not my favorite, no.
Yeah,
it's one of them.
Fucking... Dude, that was a fucking roller coaster. Like, that was unnecessary, but yeah, tell us about it.
It was, not Jake's cousin, what's his name again?
It's Junior.
Junior's mom, right? Of all the things that happen in the show, right, Junior's, like, there's a sequence where, like, Junior's mom's in therapy, and she's like, I guess I gotta tell my family I have stage 4 cancer, where me and she were like, what the fuck? And then she tells the family, right, and then she has another session with the therapist, and after her session, she's like walking out, and she's like staring at like the window, and she's like up in like a 5-story building, and here comes Chucky bitch ass with the fucking cart, wheels it in, and then just push it towards her so she can fly out the window, and then she dies. She landed on her own windshield when Junior was in the car waiting for her to get out the session. That shit pissed me off. I'm like...
Yeah, dude, that was, like, super
unnecessary. What was the point of that? What did the mom do? Nothing. She's just there,
exactly.
Dude. Oh my
Chucky
god.
He just likes killing for no fucking reason.
And that's him doing his thing.
He's like, I'm so quirky, man. I gotta just kill. I'm like, motherfucker, why'd you do that shit?
Yeah. He's gotta do it. He's gotta do it. And he ain't stopping there.
I'm a killer, Jake. I'm not a monster. Motherfucker.
I'm not a monster, Jake. Dude, the thing that was like so fucked up about that scene is like literally the scene before. It was like this heart to heart, like Junior's mom talking to Junior about how like she has cancer, and they're like crying and hugging each other, and it's like a real Lifetime movie ass shit. And then that shit fucking happens.
You just gotta kill the moment.
Exactly. It's like you see the mom like just dead on the windshield, and like the music's playing, like, oh, there's Chucky type shit. Like, come on, man.
Here comes Chucky.
Oh, he's at it again, my boy. God damn, that's why I want to find him. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Of all the people, man, you gotta kill the classmate. You gotta kill the mom. It's like, why? Why'd you gotta do that shit, dude? And he killed the. It's another mom.
The nanny.
The nanny? Yeah, what the fuck the nanny do, man?
Yeah,
Ugh, got heated, bro. Ugh.
Also, was she also Latina, the nanny?
I have no clue. I don't recall.
I don't remember. That's like almost the first freaking episode.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I remember I saw the in YouTube they had when they put, I think that was like the second episode where they kill the nanny, or where Chucky kills the nanny. Only Chucky has to be held responsible for his own actions. But when Chucky kills the nanny, that's the second episode, and that episode was posted on YouTube way back in the day, and they had like a sit down with the director. And what Mr. Mancini said was essentially that, like, he wanted Junior and Jake to have... Hey, I didn't notice that both their names start with a J. Dang old JJ. But anyway, he wanted Junior and Jake to, like, sympathize with each other because they both had, like, their parental figures killed. So he wanted to bring them together. So he's, like, making out Chucky to be, like, this, how do you say... What's the word for it? Like, someone who does things for reasons. But, like, the more you watch the show, the more you're just like, Chucky just likes killing people. Like, he doesn't really have, like, a rhyme or reason for it, you know? Like, that's what I came away from the show. It's just like, Chucky just likes killing people. And, like, he's so passionate about killing that he wants to find a protege. Like, he wants to convince these kids to kill someone. That's, like, his ultimate goal, to convince either Junior or Jake. Devon didn't really have, like, a whole thing with Chucky. Like, he wants them to, like, he wants to train them to, like, kill people, because it's just something that he's become so good at throughout his life that he just can't, like, have all that experience to waste, you know? He's gotta, like, teach someone this shit.
He's dying. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man.
He keeps getting killed in every freaking movie. He can't keep going.
Getting killed. Like, he's gonna eventually have to retire. Like, Chucky's gonna have to retire sometime.
Poor man.
And he needs someone else to, like, carry his legacy.
Yeah, like, his kid ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, his kid's anti-killing, like...
Yeah. Like, they do a little bit of killing, but, you know, it's not that much.
Yeah, maybe... I don't know. I feel like Glenn, or Glenda, I think it's just Glenn. No, wait.
It's Glenn and Glenda.
At the end of Seed of Chucky, he chose to be the male baby. I remember that. But yeah,
it's
he
still...
also has another child. Wait a minute, Chucky has another child.
Yeah, there's
Remember?
two. There's two,
Yeah.
and Glenda switch on and off. So they just go back and forth.
No, because in Seed of Chucky, Tiffany gives birth to two twins, one boy, one girl, and Glenn goes inside the boy body, but, like, the girl is still, like, Chucky's seed. So, like, we see one scene of her where it's, like, the nanny's complaining that the other child is, like, evil, and she's, like, the one with the red hair. So Chucky does have, like, a female child. I don't know if they still identify as female, but he has two canon kids, but the one people care about is Glenn. But the other one is a born killer, presumably from the end of, like, the Seed of Chucky. So, like, where are they?
Hanging out.
Yeah, they're just hanging out. I sent it to you, but the Sci-Fi Channel sent out a teaser of, like, the actor or actress that's playing Glenn, so we know that they're coming back.
Coming.
So, like, that's very excited. Hopefully we second season approved.
October.
Apparently, we're having a second season of Chucky, dude. We fucking made it.
Yeah.
We're doing it, dude.
Good stuff.
So yeah, man. I'm very happy that it got. This felt like such like, I don't know, like I remember I was watching it with my husband and I was just like, stuff like this sort of like media that has practical effects and like puppeteering, and I don't know if they use robotics. I think, yeah, puppeteering and like robotics. These are like mediums that are like very difficult to work with and very expensive. So when I see like that they made like a whole series of Chucky, like that's a passion project, you know, because it's like the easier thing to do would be to like animate the character in CGI and just like make it like
anime.
Yeah. Yeah, just have a Chucky anime. Where's my Chucky anime?
A Chucky figure.
Yeah. Wow, they got a shit ton of Chucky figures, dude. Like, Sci-Fi was just like, bro, we have to sell more Chucky figures. Like, what can we do?
Oh no, I was thinking about like an anime figure, that's why. Not a like
Chucky Nendroid Wen.
Yes.
Wait, there's a Hello Kitty Chucky plushies. They're really cute.
Yeah. I still want
also,
the $500
Chucky
one.
Chucky gets to wear like a Hello Kitty mask, and that's really cute. So like Sanrio and Chucky are like, they're bedfellows.
Yeah,
I respect that. Merchandising giants.
They're best friends.
They're besties.
No.
Yeah, but like what I was saying is like this, like people really had to go out of their way to like make this show a reality. Because for the longest times, the rights for Chucky were kind of like up in the air. It was like owned by this like investing company or something. I don't really know the details, but for the longest time, the rights to Chucky belonged to like this mysterious entity. And the only reason why Dawn was able to get the rights back to Chucky is because this entity was like money laundering and doing a bunch of illegal shit. So the rights were... How do you say? They had to like get rid of all of their assets, and that included the rights to Chucky, and it came back to, I'm assuming, the director Dawn, and that's how this show happened to like be able to come back by like this sheer, all these fucking like coincidences coming in place.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the Chucky franchise was like pretty much dead in the water, because like no one knew who had the rights until the person who had the rights did like some illegal shit. And thanks to them doing this illegal shit, we got to have Chucky again. So let's be glad that people get fucking fucked over for financial crimes. Because that means, because we got Chucky back, you guys.
Yeah. The good stuff.
But yeah, is there any other scenes that you guys wanted to talk about? Ask her about Chucky, dude.
Wait, they just walked out of the room.
Oh man. Gato, how did you feel about like the gay rep in Chucky?
I thought it was cool. I like that approach that they put that in there, and they had supporting. Well, not all supporting, because you know the dad would. But I mean, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. But like everybody else was cool with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it wasn't a big deal.
No, it was like normal. It's like, oh, that's good.
Uh-huh.
Glad it's not like the L word where they like die because they're gay or some traumatic shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I've been checking out like all the queer films that I could find at my local library, and they're all like fucking queer tragedies, and I just make Gato sit through them as like a form of torture.
Oh no.
We can't have good shit, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, no, we gotta you wanted a happy ending? Nah.
Fuck you. Bro, the worst one that we saw was like, what is it called? It was like The World After This One. What was it called? The World Beyond Our Own. It was like something. It was like Pilgrim Bitches.
Oh,
like
that
Settler
one.
Bitches.
Yeah. That one. Oh my god, that one was wild, man. did not like that one.
Yeah, like after that movie was finished, you like got up and went straight to your room.
I was
Oh,
like,
no.
alright, I had enough of
What
this,
did you
man.
do?
And like I'm gonna head out.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Gato.
Oh man. Just
Oh,
another.
it was called the World to Come. I think it was called.
It was a pilgrim type. It was another tragedy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing about like queer media is that so much of it has been like queer people exist, but they're punished at the end. Or there's like a queer couple that wants to fall in love, but like a tragedy happens. And I guess it was like really cool that it was just like, oh, it's just like two queer kids and they're just trying to kill a killer doll together, like, you know, just summer shit, you know? That's just what besties do, you know?
Dang. Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite parts, I kind of forgot what it looked like, but was kind of like when they actually see that Chucky like killed someone, like the kids at school. I think the principal was killed, but
Yeah,
like right
what
in
the
front of
fuck?
everyone. I was like, oh shit. Like when stuff like that happens, I get like so excited. Like when the characters like see for themselves like how like the killer like they're actually doing something, you know? And it's not like, oh, or when like the main character's telling everyone like it's not me.
It's not me, I swear.
Yeah, and it's like
"Bro,
it's that doll.
it's a haunted doll, dude. Like, you gotta believe me.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, the most unnecessary the most unnecessary death was like Devon's mom, the detective.
Yeah, that one
Dude,
was
I
so
fucking
sad.
hated when that happened, dude.
I hated that too. I was like, all these kids, dang son, what's happening?
Like no one is safe.
Not even that. Like they have to like move away, and it's like you split up the children. Why?
Oh, I guess it is a queer tragedy. Never mind, Gato.
It is. Yeah, at the end they have to like move away, and it is a tragedy. Where did you put Gato through?
Dang. I'm sorry, Gato. We gaslighted you.
It was not a happy ending.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but one of the great things that I liked as well was the like Nika acting like Chucky.
Oh, yeah.
Like her acting like for Chucky was great. Like her just going back and forth between herself and Chucky.
Oh, yeah. I love Femme Chucky.
Yeah.
So I think in Curse and Cult of Chucky, you find out that like Chucky can soul transfer or
Yeah.
can multiply his soul into like multiple dolls, and this becomes like really really important later on in like the plot.
Yeah. And one
So
human.
we find that Chucky can take over the body of like, what was the name of the character? Nika. He could take over the body of Nika, and like Nika happens to be wheelchair bound. So whenever Chucky is using Nika's body, Nika can walk and everything. But like the actress playing Nika, like she switches between like her who she really is and being Chucky, and she has like her little Boston accent when she plays as Chucky, and it's like so cute. I love it, dude.
Yeah. I know, I enjoyed just seeing her go back and forth, and I was like,
It's cute. I love it. The show is like wild, dude.
yeah,
I love it.
it was really good. It was so entertaining. It just everything that it gave us was amazing, and enjoyed very much.
Yeah. I can't wait for the second season where we get to see Glenda.
So, yes. Excited for that too.
Like Chucky's actual children. Where are they?
yeah. Oh my god, the ending where you see the doll, Tiffany. Like you see Tiffany, but then you see little Tiffany, and it's just like, what? What's
So
happening?
they could both do it. Who knows? I know that. Spoiler, I guess. When we were doing spoilers.
Yeah, this is spoilers.
But like at the end, you find out that like Chucky's been accumulating a bunch of like good guy dolls, so that way he can like control all of them. And I guess he's just gonna straight up kill the entire time. He's just gonna straight up kill the entire town. I guess that's like his. How do you say? What do you call it when like an art piece is like the best you've ever made? What's that word?
Masterpiece.
Yeah, I guess that's what he wants his masterpiece in murdering be, is that he's just a bunch of like good guy dolls and he kills an entire an entire town. I'm sorry, my words are getting messed up.
Just one doll.
No, he can't do it as just one. Yeah, he has this whole army of like good guy dolls that he's gonna like take over the town with, and I guess he's just gonna murder everyone. I don't know. And then maybe Glenn is gonna like try to stop him. Like, Dad, what are you doing? Some father non-binary child.
It's like he tried to stop killing. They both tried to stop killing in like one of the movies. It didn't work.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the second season, because I feel like the second season is just gonna be straight up wacky.
Yeah, like a bunch of family moments just gone wrong.
I know.
It's gonna be great. Yeah.
But yeah, we're hitting the hour mark. We're hitting the hour mark. Is there anything else that you guys want to say about Chucky, or like your general review of it?
I love that man.
I enjoyed it. The series was great, and I hope season 2, is nicer at least. But well, I don't know.
It's gonna be worse.
Yeah, we'll see though.
That hobby ain't going away.
Yeah, man. Chucky loves killing. Bro, imagine if he kills all the main kids in, like, the second season? Bitch.
Bruh. What if he gets the love interest and he just breaks his... Look, nah, he can't do that.
I wouldn't like it.
Exactly. But
Yeah,
he might.
like it if...
He fucking might.
He might.
He might.
Is that gonna be like... No, because, like, Chucky does kill children because he killed that kid.
Exactly.
So,
He'll kill anyone.
Yeah, he just fucking loves it, dude.
Yeah, he loves that shit. He'll kill anyone. He don't care.
Man. What's his origin story was that a murderer killed, like, his dad, and then, like, he was, like, so inspired by the murderer, he killed his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
homie
goofy.
wanted to kill... Yeah, he wanted to kill Andy for the longest.
Yeah, he did. He just went straight up... Yeah, I don't think Chucky has, like, any line that he's not willing to cross.
He's not. Like, there's no line nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. He'll do it. He'll do it.
He'll do it, man.
Yeah. He ain't a monster, but he will kill. He'll close his eyes.
It's like, Chucky, like, supports gay rights, but also he's, like, a serial killer.
Yeah.
So, you know.
He'll do it.
Alright, it was great having you on the show again, Squishy. I think that's the end of the episode. Do you have anything that you want to plug?
No.
Okay. Gato, do you have anything that you want to plug at the end of the show?
No, not really.
Alright then, folks. You know what to do. You can follow us on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter. I'm forgetting our social medias. And we have a Twitch channel too, so follow us there for more HauntsRUs content. I'm not gonna guarantee that we're gonna upload every week, dude. That ship has sailed for us. We're grown-ass women now. We have jobs. This is HauntsRUs, where we were haunted on Maine, and now you're haunted on Maine. So we'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.